All right, hi everyone. I'm Samantha. I'm one of the three Greek sisters, and today I brought the peanut gallery here. This over here is Eleni, Betty.
Hello.
Don't try to figure out how old we are. Who's the oldest? Who's the youngest?
I don't think it's too hard. I mean, Arbonne's good, but not that good.
Exactly. You truly are Arbonne lovers.
We do love the products, and I do feel fantastic, but I don't look 30.
No.
Not much I can do about
Well, luckily, neither of us are 30s.
Yeah, that's good.
We are making a lavadigani today. You guys are watching me.
Making what?
Lavadigani, exactly. This is a lemon, oregano, olive oil dressing, basically.
Super simple.
Okay? This is what we ate lots of times growing up because it's pretty much like the holy dressing.
Yeah, it is the Holy Trinity, right? Like this is
the Holy Trinity, actually. You're right.
Guys,
and it goes on
1, 2, 3.
Yes.
It goes on all Greek meats, marinated meats. I mean, unless they're in a braised sauce, but the way if we grill our meats, barbecue, all of that.
I say meat, fish, potatoes,
yes,
horta,
potatoes.
It really is on everything.
It's on a lot. Vegetables. So if we did grilled vegetables, this would be the finishing sauce on top. So you have a nice lemony freshness to it.
Oh yeah.
The depth of a really good Greek buttery olive oil, and then the oregano, which makes it smell fantastic.
So yeah, fresh squeezed lemon juice. Get yourself a big hunk of dried oregano. This is straight from Greece.
Yep.
It is.
From the mountains of Kuvela.
Sam is rubbing it together because that releases the oils in the oregano. You do have to do that with dry oregano.
She's right.
Yes, it's one of the few herbs that is better dried than fresh.
Yeah.
It's more potent once it dries, but you do have to rub it to get all those oils out.
Yep.
Wow.
And all we do.
Yeah, I still got it, girls.
She's got it, everybody.
I've done this in a while.
Ask Eleni to talk about food, and you're there an hour later.
So then we whisk it up. This can go in your fridge. So did I tell you I added salt? I added a bit of salt to that too. It goes, you can put it in a jar now, put it in your fridge, and keep it till you're ready to pour it on your grilled
Although I would bring it
meats.
to room temperature because the olive oil will solidify in the fridge.
For sure. I was going to say that, but thank you for saying it
You're
first.
welcome.
Then yes, the oil, especially good olive oil, good Greek olive
Yes.
oil, it will solidify. So bring it to room temperature, put it on your meats when they come out, or your fish or whatever. And you know what? Use your lemon as the basting brush. This is our dad's trick. This brings in a lot of the dressing, and then you can coat your whatever.
Well, it's a good basting brush when you're doing meat on the barbecue, right? Because then you can throw it off after all the raw meat juices are in there, and then you can just throw it in the garbage. So it's awesome.
Exactly. So that is our absolute favorite
It's a
go-to.
low-calorie dressing, and I have found that when I've gone to restaurants, because I have a bunch of restrictions in my food, unfortunately.
It's a lot of
among the three Greek sisters, I'm the sucker who can't really have dairy. I can have goat, which is great. I can't have eggs, and I can't have wheat. But so eating at restaurants is a little tricky, and I have found that if I find a Mediterranean dish on a menu, usually I can have it because this is the dressing, right? It's an olive oil based, it's a citrusy base. So look for that, and it's also, now that it's lovely that they actually list the calories in restaurants. You know, I'm finding that the Mediterranean dishes are the ones with the lowest calories, and it's because it's this simple and pure, right? There's no dairy, there's no sugar, none of that is added in the dressing the way it would be in a lot of dressings from different.
and eating that way, you're less gassy.
Yeah, she loves to ask me why I can't have dairy. Yeah,
You're
let's
a
just
lot
say
more pleasant
my
after.
body doesn't enjoy the dairy. It just doesn't accept it anymore.
You know what? I do make fun of Eleni a lot, but that's just the nature of being sisters. But I mean, a lot of people do have sensitivities, and that uncomfortable belly. One of my great friends, and she knows who she is out there. You know, things don't sit well, and so it is good to change things up.
It's a heavy feeling. You just feel heavy. You don't feel good. Or I felt like sleeping all the time after I ate. So I was like, what? The food should be energizing me, and it's not.
Yeah, you're a lot more fun now, for sure.
So that's just it. Brain fog, lack of energy, those kinds of things. Something might be triggering it. You don't even know what it is. So it's worth eliminating,
it's worth exploring.
and figuring out what, when you bring it back, if it triggers it again, maybe you can.
It absolutely triggers it again.
Figure out what it is.
It becomes pretty obvious if you do an elimination diet of any kind within 2 months.
I saw Nicole mention something about eliminating junk food, and after a while you don't want it anymore. And we've eliminated pasta and potatoes and like a lot of carbs at home because my daughter has asked me to do that. And I thought I'd be craving pasta. I went out to a restaurant and I had a big plate. And it was one of those things where I was like so let down after. I didn't feel like fantastic. And I was like, you know what?
It feels
That's what happens when you eliminate sugar.
Yes,
I find
absolutely.
you are addicted to sugar when you eat it all the time. Then you bring it back, you remove it, you bring it back, and you're like, oh, I don't have that same feeling.
You know,
I think the only addictive thing that I really, if I bring it back, I'm like, oh yes, it's
Chocolate.
alcohol.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, I
That
really,
glass of wine feels really
feels
good
really
when
good.
it comes back into my life.
It does.
I would
Because it
agree.
relaxes you.
I had a cold for a week. I didn't have wine because I couldn't really taste it, and every night seemed kind of like blasé. And then last night I bought a bottle of wine. It was really nice with dinner, and I was like, yeah.
I'd like to. Can I say this to your guests, to your viewers? Okay, so I've discovered.
It's a free,
I-
a safe space.
Yes. So what I've discovered that I want everyone to try, because it's just something I'm loving, is Kamut pasta.
Oh,
Excuse me?
Is that how you pronounce it?
I don't know. Kamut.
Kamut?
I'm not
We're
quite sure.
not
I'm
sure.
probably saying
Let us know in the comment
K-A-M-U-T.
section.
Kamut. Now I found this at Goodness Me downtown. I don't know where else
Yeah.
they sell it,
What's
but
it made
I'm
of?
in love. It's made with
of Kamut.
Kamut. I think Cordesian wheat. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but it's an ancient wheat.
Yeah.
So I can't have
So it's
regular
still
highly
wheat, though.
processed wheat. Yes, but unless you're celiac, you can have it, right?
Oh.
So you don't have to go gluten-free necessarily. You just might be bothered by the highly processed whole wheat breads. So
it's still a wheat pasta that doesn't bother you.
So spelt or Kamut, and I have just the Kamut
Kamut,
pasta or
Kamut.
Kamut, whatever it is. I'm absolutely in love with it.
Oh,
It doesn't
good to know.
taste like a typical dry whole wheat pasta that kind of has that grainy.
Grainy, that's what I
It
don't like.
actually just tastes like a fantastic pasta made in Italy, small batches.
Okay,
I'm
good
in
to
love
know.
with it. I'm just putting it out there.
Everyone in this group is eliminating gluten for the 30 days, but
So-
when you bring it back, I think that might be a good transition. Start with maybe more
Yeah,
like a
and
Kamut spelt. and
Exactly.
then go-
It's way higher in fiber. You
Yeah.
digest it a lot easier. So someone who's not truly celiac, it might not be the gluten necessarily. It might be the
the highly processed. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
You know who you should have on your show?
This is a show, everyone.
Yeah,
This
you
is a
should
show.
have Mum, because today I went over to her house and she had made a phyllo pastry stuffed with pumpkin with spelt flour, and it was to die for.
God, I went there yesterday.
You should put her on the show.
Okay, she's coming up next on Samantha's.
Yeah, she just
Wow.
rolled it
Show.
out from
Spelt
scratch.
flour phyllo.
Eggless pumpkin
Oh, yeah.
pastry.
Oh,
With a pumpkin
wow.
filling.
Okay, then we will demo that special brand.
She's making it next Thursday, so there you go.
Okay, that's next week. Everybody stay tuned for that episode.
It's a show.
But for now,
Thanks for inviting us.
Thanks for coming, sisters.
You're welcome.
And yeah, I hope you enjoyed that dressing. And
Try it.
will you come back and see me?
Yeah, we will. This was all right. We liked it.
Okay, bye everyone.
Bye.